Hello and welcome to another episode of Good Clean Gaming. I'm your host Jalindo, and today we're playing more Euro Truck Simulator 2. So, yeah, we got to go deliver a load here. See, we got a nice little sunset going on. We took a little nap, nice and refreshed, and hopefully we'll get to drive at night some. I do like the night driving. It's a lot more relaxing. I do like relaxing games. This is a good example of a really good relaxing game. We could actually make it over to the UK if we really wanted to, but no, we're going to save that. That's going to be like the grand finale for the series, is driving through the UK and kind of like a little victory lap around the game before we retire. So I think we're going to deliver this one to Liege. Liege? I remember Liege, if I'm not mistaken, from my time playing Europa Universalis 4. Liege was once a member of the Holy Roman Empire. Is that about right? Sounds about right. I'm sure a lot of these places, I'm pretty sure all of Germany used to be part of the Holy Roman Empire, so I guess that's not really saying much, but they were one of the electors in the game. I remember that. We'll get into more of that when we're playing Europa Universalis 4. That's after the Crusader Kings 2 series. So, yeah. Red light. Oh, look at that little pin, that little skyscraper in the background there. That's cool looking. Now I want to look up this town to see if the city Köln, to see if they have something like that. Is that part of their skyline? Interesting. Oh, wrong way. The right pedal is go, the left pedal is not. Get behind this bus and scare everyone inside. Okay. So this is going to be a pretty short delivery, I think. I chose a town that's really close by, and so this might be one of our shorter episodes. However, it's taking us a little while to get to the place to pick up the load, thanks to this bus being in the way. It is officially nighttime. See, everyone's lights went on simultaneously. That's when you know it's nighttime, when everyone turns on their lights at the exact same moment. Just boom, lights. So it looks like it's 8 p.m. Do I have that right? 8 p.m. Oop, shot past the little spot there, didn't I? Ta-da. And take job. And we'll go to the back, we'll pick that up. Trailer is ready to be picked up. Please proceed to the green flag. Oh, that was close. But no problem whatsoever for the most reckless driver in all of Europe. I think it's right over here. Wow, it's really snugged in there, isn't it? Snugged in there like a snuggie. I really should do a sound check to make sure I'm not wasting a lot of film on something you guys can't hear. Bad habits die hard. So let's get this thing out of here. This is going to be pretty easy to tow. It's very light. One of the lighter loads we'll take. And it's very close to the destination, 2 hours and 17 minutes away. So I'm guessing this will be a fairly quick delivery, assuming that we actually get on a highway where we can go fast. If we're on like curvy roads, it'll probably be a pretty long delivery because we'll be going kind of slow. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Red light, I can barely see it. Come on, red light. It's not responding to the horn anymore. There it goes. Whoop. Get behind that car. Yep, get on that curb. That's exactly that. We're trying to cut corners here. We cut corners because we're cutting costs. That's what makes us so it's a lean, mean logistics hauling machine. Okay, they're turning left, so I'm just going to go this way. Just take a quick shortcut around those cars. That's the trucking version of cutting in line. Red light, red van. Oh, it's one of those spooky windowless vans. Where's he going? Creepy. Gonna try to get up to 50 kilometers per hour, which again is 30 miles per hour, roughly. Good rule of thumb. I'm starting to get used to this whole translating between miles per hour and kilometers per hour. It's not that hard once you actually put some effort into it. It does take a little bit of, you know, looking at it and applying it. And that is something that I've noticed a lot about learning. Whenever you're learning something new, this is a good tip. Tips with Jalindo on Euro Truck Simulator 2. So this is a good tip that I learned a long time ago. I tell people all the time it's necessity. When you need to do something, necessity is what makes it possible to do a lot of things and possible to learn a lot of things. If you need to know how to do something, you're gonna learn how to do it a lot faster than if you just want to learn how to do it. So take a language. A language is a perfect example. If there's a language that you want to learn, you have to put yourself in positions where you need to use it. You can't. It's very difficult to learn a language without it being necessary to know the language. So take, for example, if you listen to it a lot, you listen to it on videos, and you recite the words and all that other kind of stuff. That's a little bit of necessity, having to remember and recite, but it's not real necessity. It's invented necessity. It's I'm gonna put myself through these little quizzes and teach myself this language by repetition. That's not real necessity. When I talk about needing to learn a language, I'm talking about getting around people who speak the same language. And even, if you're learning it with someone else, actively, set aside time where you're only allowed to speak that language. You're not allowed to speak your normal language. So take, for example, if you have a friend or a companion, a spouse, whatever you want to call it, set aside like an hour that you're spending together. You could do it per day or every other day or whatever you want, but set aside an hour and say, during this time, we're not allowed to speak whatever language we speak. Let's say it's English. We're not allowed to speak English. We're only allowed to speak Japanese or Korean or French or Spanish or whatever you're learning. And if you do that, then all of a sudden during that hour, you might need to say, hey, pass me the salt, or hey, can I have some more water? Or it's something like that. You might have to actually communicate. You might actually have to ask for things or talk about things. And when you put yourself in those situations where you have to do it, then it really solidifies that learning. You start trying to figure out how to say it properly in a conversation. That solidifies your learning another language. So, kind of back to my main point. Anything that you want to learn, make it where you have to use it. Not just want to use it. Make it where it's a necessity. So with this, I'm trying to make it where, as I'm driving, I'm actively seeing these kilometer per hour numbers. And then from that, it looks like they had a wreck up there. Wow. I'm actively saying, well, how fast is that? I don't know. And then I'll look at my little conversion chart and I'll do the conversion. And I'll be like, oh, that's what that means. And it gives me some basis for understanding how fast that is. See, a person who's only driven in miles per hour and then sees kilometers per hour, of course they're going to be confused. Of course they're not going to understand, and they're not going to like it because they have no basis for understanding. They've never experienced driving a kilometer per hour, speed, like 80 kilometers per hour. They don't know what it means. Just like if, a person's driving kilometers per hour is used to that, they come over here and they start driving miles per hour and they're like, this system is stupid because it makes no sense. And, I understand both sides. I get it. But, the best way, I think, to bridge the gap is to get people learning both, get people converting between each. And then, in my opinion, the superior one always wins out if you do something like that. If you get people speaking the same language, eventually they're going to look at both languages and say, you know what, I like this one better. And the superior one seems to win. And in the worst case scenario, you end up with people who can at least translate and convert easily between the two. So encourage conversion. Encourage, learning how to convert between each. And that goes for the metric folks too. I'm not saying this to the miles per hour folks and saying you have to learn how to convert to metric. I'm not saying that. I'm saying both. I'd like to see it where both, sides learn how to convert into the other side. It would. I think it'd be good if metric people learned how to convert into imperial, and they'll say, well, there's no point because the entire world uses metric. Well, the entire world doesn't use metric. There's still 3 countries that still use non-metric units. And the best way, I think, to get them to convert is to, help them see how valuable it is. If you really believe in your system, help them see how valuable it is by showing them that, you're willing to convert and convert their units into yours. And they'll hopefully be willing to convert their units into yours, and, everyone can be happy. In 100 years, this will all be water under a bridge. Because we'll all be talking in imperial units. No, just kidding. Who knows what we'll be talking. We might create an entirely new measurement system, and everyone will look at metric and say, oh, metric is stupid. You need to use garbanzo bean units, of course. Every intelligent person knows that, and that'll be the conversation we have in a couple 100 years. Anyway, I'm rambling again. I'm being silly. Let's get this delivery delivered. Taking it right up here. Oh, no! Did not break the law, but where is the red light? Can I go? Is it green? I think it's green. Go ahead and take a right here. And I'm going to take a left up here, and then we're going to be done with this extra short episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2. Wahoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. A left turn, and another left turn, and another, and another, and another, and another, and another left turn. Oh, I got way off to the side. If you don't want to see me spend like 5 minutes parking this, if you're watching in playlist mode, you can click next video and see me driving again. Oh! Okay, that was legitimately me running into something. I'm not going to torture you guys trying to fix this. This has gotten away from me. This has completely gotten away from me. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and hit this button right here. Nope, can't do it yet. I'm not close enough to the delivery point. Oh, I've got myself in a pickle here. Let me see if I can fix it. Nope. What have I done? This may be the worst delivery ever. Oh dear. Oh dear. This one belongs on a blooper reel. I should go ahead and get it in here. Okay. Now we're going to deliver it front ways. Deliver it right in here. And push a button. That was scary. Okay, new upgrades available. Fluff. We have some fluff upgrades. I gotta get the damage repaired. I have no excuse for that one. That was, that was bad. So I'll take a break here. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, look, we delivered perfectly. We parked. It must have been a figment of our imagination that I ran into that thing that time. I got away with it again. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much, and remember, keep it clean.